There we are. There we are. Okay. Give it a minute. Got some new followers. Silly Champ, thank you. Conda Torn 7, thank you. Followers go to 80 was just started. We're happy about that. All right. All right, let's get into it. So today I'll try something a little bit different. We're still going to do some matches, but I'm going to go over a couple of big things that have been going on in. Oh, my thing just made a beep. Never get old. I want to go over a couple things to go on. The news. There's big news going down with some theft. I think everyone's kind of seen it, and I have some certain things to say about it that I don't think other people are saying. Honestly, it's for sure what other people are saying. It just seems it's dumb. Honestly, I mean, it's bad. I'll talk about it when I talk about it. Honestly, let's get into it right now. Screw it. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Everyone's seen this, right? This guy, Carl Marin, 97. We want to get your side of the story. You know, he got the best of Kaisa. This guy, Lorcana Luca, I mean, I'm not going to go over this whole thing. Everyone kind of like understands the gigantic scandal here is that, you know, Carlos Marino decided to split the best of Kaisa with me and other Kaisa president on day 2. We shook hands, created a WhatsApp group with all of us, decided to split the prize. The end of the tournament, when he finished first in rating, decided to ignore the agreement and keep the card for himself. Talk about his behavior. If he hadn't been ahead in terms of rating, deal would have been valid and he would have gotten his share. Please share with TCG community so he knows what happens. It kind of doesn't look like, doesn't strike me as the face of a thief. I think this is probably the face of an misunderstanding. I definitely had a reply here that was, yeah, hey, what's up, Monopoly? How are you? So I tried looking into this myself. It's been quite a few days since it happened. Obviously, it's almost Thursday for me, and that happened on Sunday, or I think technically Saturday. Saturday, in the middle of the night, Sunday, Saturday, in between there. The thing is that with this one, I tried looking into this, and I asked multiple times. I asked on the YouTube video. I asked on this comment, and I think I asked on another one. And I was like, but I want to see the receipts, like the screenshots, the recordings, or whatever. And the reason I was like that is not because I'm doubting him, but because this is the problem that upsets me about all of this, is that there are so many people jumping and doing this like virtue signal. I know it just seems like a lot of people are virtue signaling like, nah, fuck this guy, screw this guy. I don't know if I'm supposed to say it on Twitch. Screw this guy. He's scum. You know, never let this guy in the community, and you know, ban him from everything. And this should never happens. I never do that to my friends. Right, but no one knows what happened. I can't. The only people who know what happened are all of these individuals. And I can't even begin to guess. I don't comment on things that I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to say, I'm not even going to pick a side now. But the point I'm trying to make about this one is if you go around all on Twitter and you go all up on Twitter. Ooh, this is one I need to talk about too, actually. And yeah, you see this guy, F cheaters and F liars, you not belong in TCG space. You're not welcome here. If you agree to split on your split, or you're not going to be done on the companies because the kind of deals are not officially through the event. Yes, so these deals aren't officially on the event, which is a problem when things like this happen, regardless of who's right or wrong. This causes issues with the event organizers. They are not going to like this, right? It's not going to like this. They're going to be like, oh, okay, well, now how do we fix this? Now, because we can't be mature about it, it's getting ugly, and they are, judging by their history, they are very, very protective of their IP. I know that they took control of their tournaments early in the scene so that they weren't run, so it didn't end up like Smash, is what the lore that was explained to me was. And it's I love how you can even see the printer marks right there. We're at the very early days. We're gonna look back on these days and it's gonna be like, remember when people, they're gonna have giant checks for best ofs. You give it like 10 years. Yeah, no opinion of this other than the phrase, oh, this is the statement. He's commenting on the statement. I think that, no one knows what the issue is. And I'm sure, look, this guy, Ghetto Kaiba, he's a billionaire. He's got the best intentions. I'm not dogging this guy for his intentions, but I don't know anything. I can't tell you what the truth is. I can tell you what his statement is. And it's super long. I'm really just not going to go through it. But he kind of goes through it step by step. I should also say that there was like a 30-minute video that I was trying to watch of his, and I got about 20 minutes in before I was like, honestly, it was either the language barrier or how he's describing it. And I don't know. I think what happened is that likely there was just a gigantic miscommunication. But the TLDR of this one is, first he goes in and explains it. I'll probably link this in the video and everything like that. The first thing is he says there was no agreement ever made. And that he wasn't the approacher, that he was the approachee, and that he has his reasoning. Look, if you ever read How to Win Friends and Influence People, I don't know if this is for better or for worse, but what I'm going to say is everyone in their head, everything anybody does, they have a justification for it, good or bad or whatever. It's justified in their mind. That's why they do those things. They've rationalized it. Whether that rationalization will stand up to scrutiny is beyond the execution of it. So, and this is completely out of my depth. I don't really know. I don't usually comment on this stuff. I don't like making my stuff about this, but I figure I see plenty of other people will talk about this stuff. but it's so big and it can be so damaging to what we have going on here that it's definitely worth mentioning. Um, and damaging because now they're going to put like restrictions, or they're going to make it. They're going to put. Ideally, they should put penalties on everybody involved. Ideally, I don't know. I'm saying it like that's the best course of action. I don't think that's either don't address that at all, or penalize everyone equally. This guy's name is pretty much he just is gone. He might as well not exist in the TCG space anymore. And but let's continue. All right, so pretty much in this sentence, he gives his explanation of why there was no agreement made and how the agreement was kind of started and what excuses his actions from this. Dog's going at it on the bone. Two, this one's a little goofy. He had no knowledge of the creation of the WhatsApp group. He didn't realize it until really, really late. And I think his explanation is he didn't know it was finalized. And by the time that he's like, oh, well, I guess we're not doing it, he saw the message and then he's like, oh, well, we are doing it now. So he's I don't think he saw it. He's claiming that he wasn't aware of the WhatsApp group until it was way too late, and by then he didn't want to do it. TLDR. This one, third one, he denies the audios that claim that he was agreeing to it. And I don't know why he got a lawyer or whatever. He must have gotten a lawyer. He probably got a lawyer because, like the defamation. Fourth is him talking about how now, he now he's the bad guy, essentially. I ended up suffering trafficking. I don't understand this one. I ended up suffering trafficking. Like I said, I'm not going to read through the whole thing step by step by step. That's just going to get kind of drolling. And alleged harassment from, I ended up suffering trafficking and alleged harassment from two of the players involved. So they were mad at him, pretty much. They were really upset with him. And he obviously didn't like that, and he felt it was unjust. Number 5, he is never fled from the tournament at any moment. There must have been a translator here or something like that. I read this earlier today, and I was kind of going through it very slowly. And there were, moments like this where I was sitting there like, I feel like the translator, there's a translation here, translation from Spanish. Essentially, he just, in number 5, his point 5, he said that just the moment of the receiving the prize, he wasn't really thinking. Essentially, he's just not really thinking about all the other things. He's just kind of enjoying the moment in number 5. I don't know what he means by flee the tournament at any moment. At the same, number 6, I am perfectly aware of the competitive position was fine for myself. Therefore, my priority was not to continue any meeting with these people, rather. So I think what he's trying to say in 6 is that he's aware of the ramifications of everything and like the situation he's in, and he decides to not really give it credit, because he denies everything about it and just continue forward and compete. was so, and then 7, he just kind of concludes with his final statement. Look, it's mine. I won it. It was not stolen. I won it legitimately, and this is my transparency. And he claims, and all in all, the rest of this is kind of like slander and libel laws that he's putting forth because he's getting hit really hard. He's getting blasted on Twitter. And whether he's right or wrong, I'm not going to make that judgment. I'm not a judge. I'm not, and I don't know what was said. The the but the rest of this is that he's just getting blasted, and he wants it to stop, and he's pursuing legal action for slander and libel. I know in the European countries, when you file complaints against people like this, uh, they they take it very seriously. Here in America, a lot of times, I think it's a lot less strict. Especially when you compare it to things like Canada. Canada could be far more strict in what you can say about somebody else before it becomes some type of slander and damaging, and that someone can take legal action against you. So I'm assuming that from here down, all this legal stuff is because he either intends to pursue it or threaten it, so that he is like, it's to protect himself, essentially, to to essentially go on the offensive for his defense. And and he closes it out with people who have, benefited, gloated, profited, insulted, and shared, better or worse, that your conscience will catch up with you. And following that, he says he thanks everyone for positioning themselves in a neutral manner, respecting my defense and concerns to the social aspect. So the social aspect is really what's, he's essentially guilty in the court of public opinion. Is why this whole thing up here exists, because since he's guilty in the court of public opinion, he's going to have to actually start, putting down all these legal words out there. Like I said, I am definitely not a lawyer. This is kind of crazy that it's gotten to the point where now there's an international lawsuit about about Kaisa, about, hey, Ratchet, what's going on? What do you think about the stolen Kaisa? This card right here, this is the reason for an international lawsuit right here. This is what's going on. And this is going to cause a lot of grief for a lot of us players attending professional events. Up, the dog's free. Hang on. I gotta reel her back in. I don't know much about it. What happened? Oh, let me turn on my chat box. Pretty much what happened is this guy's being accused of stealing a Kaisa, the best of Kaisa, because they agreed to split. Now, he has turned off comments for this post, but you can see What does it say? This post was seen. How do you view quotations? Yeah, it was just based off trust. See, that's the issue I had. So this is where, this is my super spicy take. Because, my problem with this whole situation is that you have people who are like, now I'm content farming from this. And I guess that's what I'm doing right now. I don't want to content farm off of this guy. Only reason I'm saying I'm bringing it up because it's relevant. And it says, I'm like, I don't know, man. It seems like neither person did their due diligence on it. I would love to see receipts, but if there aren't any on you, I always get a handshake, then get it in writing or record it. If I do anything like this, which I've done, if I ID on something, I always make sure that there's a witness or that I record it, and then I shake hands on it. I think both are at fault. To be honest, I think there should never be agreements to split rewards in a regional. Yeah, I think the problem is that they were splitting. They should have just played it out. They should have just played it out. I don't know why they thought it was important to split. I mean, I understand why, but it's a lot of money. But really, you should have just played it out. Should just played it out. Let's see. I bet this is what happened. Was against Sancha, Kaisa Saif. Kaisa Saif. Yeah, there's one guy who said here he was going to win best of if he wins this match. And said he will split. Opponent said sure. And that's the end of that. Well, no, what happened is, so all the other Kaisas were like 6-2 on day 2. They all had the same score. So they said if anybody loses next, then they're out. So why don't we all ID? We'll all shake hands, we'll all get in a WhatsApp group, and then we'll split the best of Kaisa by selling it. So this guy Merc, he says this statement LMAO. Yeah, obviously 4 complete strangers managed to track down your number and out on WhatsApp group after you won the best of. It makes full sense, huh? That's one of the goofy parts about it. If the Kaisa story is accurate, here's Ali. Kaisa bits are long-standing except part of TCG communities. Yeah, I understand that, but without putting it in writing, that's the thing. Do you put it in writing and then it's like, all right, well, now we're all in trouble. Let's see. Let's see. I had a good one. Let me see if I can find it quick. What do I think of your Rengar? I think it's interesting. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, so this guy says, no matter what I tell you, trusting a random guy you just met with 15K on the line over a verbal agreement in a WhatsApp group with 2 poorly recorded audios is dumber than a bag of hammers. I don't know if that's really what he said because it's translated, but it's like, I wouldn't just throw that out there. It is what it is, It is what it is. I'll get to your Rengar in just a second. So our next bit, I asked just for funsies, should I stick with Rengar or try something new? And it is pretty set in stone that everyone is on this channel because they like Rengar, and I will probably can keep asking questions like this in the future just to get people's ideas and opinions. But I think that, you know, with Inopoli, yes sir, yeah, yeah. So it seems like, you know, I was kind of wondering like, all right, well, is Rengar is Rengar the one? So yeah, I love Rengar and I'm going to keep playing him. But in the next set, of course, I'm going to want to try some new stuff. So I kind of want to see. Uh, I just want to see what's next. But I very likely I will. Um, extremely likely I will be trying to go for Best of Rengar come the LA convention. Take a look at Ratchet's deck. Alrighty. Oh yeah, the Emperor's Dias ruling. This one, apparently you can bounce it. You know me, yeah, you're my pocket deck builder. I need you. You can't go anywhere. I need you. If I don't have you, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Um, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. I mean, it benefits me, but I think that, you know, you may pay one and return a unit you control. I've been playing it like you have to do both, but I guess you just don't. I guess you only have to do one. So that's crazy. Where is it? All right, we got 4 and 8. So this is kind of like Ratchet's take on the Sam Sherman build. This is what it feels. This is my thoughts. I was like, oh, this is the Ratchet version of the Sam build. Because Ratchet takes Sam's version, even has the one Rengar, which is crazy. I feel like I'm going in the exact opposite direction. But one of the things I really do like here is I like the Rengar Pounce. I've been considering using him as well. I think he's very strong. He's a 5 might on the attacker, and you can play him to base in as a reflex. You got the sentries, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have 12 units, 12 1-drops. You don't feel like there's yeah, he's 6 might attacking. You're right. Yeah, you're right. So that might actually be super duper beneficial. The only issue is that you can't cheese with what's it called? Pike. Can't cheese with Pike. But also, Pike is pretty expensive. Minus the Sharks, the Red Ringers was useful for my first skirmish win. Your first skirmish win? You won the skirmish? I'm a lot of my to get over you. Actually, you guys might be selling me on it. Because the thing is, afterwards, he becomes really strong. I love Pike, don't get me wrong. But Rengar cooks. Okay. All right. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. I actually might run it today when I'm running games. I love the Kinkus. I love the Grims. You can play at base because it's on reaction. Yeah, because that's the thing. That comes up a lot. I really wish it's like, man, I wish I could just play this thing to base. I think he's probably a lot stronger playing him with Thrill the Hunt, synergized with Thrill the Hunt a lot better. Darius is good. The Sharks are really interesting. Ugh. That creates a 5 might. It does. It also means he's typing right. Yeah, you pay less recycle. Yeah, that's one of the things. That's one of the things that has like really like chewed up a lot of my games when playing um with Pike is like how expensive he is. And then it's actually I'm actually thinking this guy is less expensive than Pike. Would you want to ask about Shark? Nothing. I think he's pretty straightforward. I think the real spice in here is the disposal order. To be quite honest, I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great idea. I see you mainboarded them. I think I would sideboard them, but I know you like that. The they're essentially the swaps for the fronts, and you can do the card draw, or you can just recycle the cards. Make sure to base push up Star Spring. Yeah, because he essentially costs less than Kaisa to move forward with what 6 on ambush. Order of Field has to be in main. The amount of purple decks is crazy. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Also, Emperor's Dias. With the Shark, yeah, I was thinking that too. That one's pretty good. The I think Dias is gonna be the new it's crazy. It's gonna be the new thing. It's the new um it's the new list for sure. I don't know. We'll have to see. The two export text list. What's up, Imodium? Copy to there we go. That was weird. Yeah, the gang's all here. The gang's all here. I cooked with the new list. Let's see. What's the sideboard look? Double punch first. Yeah. But no gin though. Yo, I'm not the best. Got something on after I came back from you. Are you sick? You got the bug? Gin's too slow for this version. This is aggressive. Or pound. I wish we had the pajama Rangar mid-range version. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking. What would I take out? Take out that. You have in your doing yieldings, yeah. You're running 3 repulses, you madman. Are you? No, you're not. I'm running the 2. 100% the pajama ringer is so nice, too bad it's expensive. That's what I was saying. I was super sad. Let's see. Yo, what about the new Emperor's Dias? Turns out that you can do pay half the cost, and one of that cost is bouncing the unit, not pay the other cost, and you're totally fine. Yeah, I do like it how it fights Kha'Zix, Irelia, and LeBlanc. I really do like that. All right, I'm gonna pee, empty the bladder, and then I'm gonna get some ibuprofen, and then we're gonna start some games right now. Right now. Thank you, Advil. Let's see, repulsive main, like crazy. Should I make this list public? Tell me your votes on Pilts over Archive. The world ready to witness. So I'm gonna run. Let's see. Edit. All right, fine. I'll run your aggro one first. I'll run your aggro one. Let's go. All right, so we need support. Need punch first. Spirit. We don't need that. Challenge 3. Pulse. We don't. Try Dias. Let's go. All right. Ugh. Hooray. Or to play it base if there's a Vex. How interesting. Hmm. Just had problems today since I don't have Falling Star. Yeah. Let's see. Should we make one? 1, 2. All right. All right. I don't have issues with Diana with sharks. I hate them. All right, let's go to 2. No, Pete rookie. Shark has. Pouncing's still super good against faithful goose. Here. Go to 3. Move this guy back. Do we? Do we or do we not? Right? Pass with full mana. I'm gonna try to buff Fiora and take this. Punch first. You gonna do it again? See what's he got? 15. Four next turn. 5 next. Uh 2. That's should we? Let's just get stupid. Get stupid. Are you using new rule? I am using new rule, but I wanted to make I wanted to go here. Got 6. Six. This is going to be. That's 4. That's 6. I could play slower. Hmm. Okay, let's give it accelerate. Let's try it. Let's hit the monastery. Yeah, but I don't want to. Well, as soon as he buffs that Rengar, that's gonna be a gigantic problem. Let's go in here. Get the monastery. Let's go up to 5. I really want to put pressure on him to have. Hit Ricky. That's 2. Yeah, see? Yeah, because now he has to do stuff here. Do I want to play these guys? I don't really want to play these guys. I think I'm good. Yeah, he doesn't want to do anything. Hmm. Rush. Up that. He's gonna build it. Kind of want that soldier though. Make our soldier. Let's drop our Faefolk. 3 and 3. All right. Let's go with yeah, you can have it. Do, 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 do. Let's see if he plays this poorly. One. E. Yep. That was pretty good. You're back. Gotta look for some coffee. That was pretty good. I gotta say that was a pretty good Rengar experience. So what is everyone here for the Rengar? I mean, it's okay if you are. I'm just wondering. X logo 5. Love Rengar. Cool, man. Yeah, I put that questionnaire out. Okay. No sideboard, huh? Dude, do I want Resource Ring or Emperor? Feel like I want to do the uses greatest. Okay. Kind of goofy. Put that away and fine with me. What do we want to do here? Pretty much just gin. Just gin and get it over with, huh? You. Just get it. Go to 3. Two. Really want to go up in here. We want to go up in here to protect Jin. So if I go up in here first. One. I play 1, 2. Play Kinku. Star Spring. Go to 4. Spend again. Nine, huh? Do 3. Let's play Apothecary. Bounce this back. He's gonna charm, huh? First mate. Pretty good. Hey, do we want to punch first? That'll put us at. That's enough. Yep. So what is he at? 4? 5. No ganking. No 6 HP. Yeah. We really want to kill the Yi. Let's go. I'll let him keep it. Scuttle. Pass. Action. 6. Three, four, five. You can go. Draw. Ooh. Seven. Let's hit. Sabotage. The Skyward Strike was interesting. GG. See, I knew. I knew that's how it was going to go down. I knew that's how it was going to go down. Adam Nemo energy. Been playing a lot of Victor. Really? What makes you playing Victor? Try that again. He just really solid tempo. Pretty good. Really neat punch first against. Want to. You have a lot of victors. We have a ton of victors. We have a ton. Do that. Yeah. But this guy going for the infinite. We have so many victors here. Rengar does good against it. My Rengar does really well against it. Got a gold. Got second by Skirvish using Draven. Yeah, I think Draven's pretty good in this one too. Let's go up one. Trigger Dias. Do I want to? Ooh. Yep, it's go. Did not want to use that. We're going real fast. B. Yeah, let's save this 5. Army. Any tips on the Diana matchup as Rengar, even when Vex is out, etc.? Yeah, it's not the end of the world. You pretty much just want to use your combat tricks. Really, can do 3. 1, 2, 3. Go. I can pit rookie. Pit rookie. Sabotage. At least 5. Let's hit. The pit rookie. Come in here. Let's bring guys in here. Up one, make other. And guy. Let's go. Two. I'll answer that question in a sec about Diana. People ask me that one a lot. And then come in here. Go up one. Here to 5. Let's get a sabotage. The gator. Progress day. Gator. It just sucks when you keep developing an incident base. Yeah. I'll go over it. Um let's see. Hmm. This. Let's see what happens. Watch us lose this because we got greedy. Six. Check power. Okay. Or is it 3, right? Six. 1, 2. Okay. Push. Okay. A dream pool. Ooh, how do we do that? Yeah. But then singularity. Yep. Oh, here it is. Curtain call. Okay. Hopeful. Hmm. 3, 4, 5. This 3. Uh, let's go. Ranger. Raw. And then we'll pass. Jeez. This guy just won't die. Hmm. I agree with you. I agree with you that the Emperor's Die shouldn't work like this. Watcher. How interesting. The go to 4. Is he gonna double time? He can't. And you kept Thrill. Yeah, I didn't want him to I didn't want him to get silly. 3, 6, 7. That's not. Got 4. I don't know. I was just kind of like playing it out to see because I didn't want him to conquer and establish a presence on the battlefield. You know, back, how's it going? We're struggling with Jin. Hmm. Should we? Should we just come in there? 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can do that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 6, 7 for trade. Go. He's in June, right? Yeah, he's almost decked out. I want to see him get decked out. It's kind of silly. I hate fighting super control decks like this. Look, I haven't even gone through half my deck and he's had to use 30 cards on me. Thousand Tail. Huh. All right. Come in here. What a top deck. Draw. Do 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. You're tapped out. Both on Watcher. Why did I draw when I conquered with Jin? Because if you're at 7 points and you only conquer one battlefield, if you conquer and it's the only battlefield you control, you draw instead because you need to go to 8. Beaten with his own battlefield. Yeah, I know. I know, right? That's crazy. Because yeah, that's all I had to do. Yeah, so yeah, the battlefield, yeah. Uh-huh. Look at this. He had to go through his whole deck. He had to go through his whole deck. He went through like every single curtain call, every rocket barrage, like every deadly flourish. Yeah, because I could have just killed the sprite and then I could have just went in there. But you know what he's doing wrong is he's not spending the power. He's not generating power with these before he generates the 4 runes. Oh, but I don't know. That's the Ali Eldrazi. It's crazy. All right, so the guys had questions about Moonfall and versus Diana. I'll go through it. I have a video on it, but I'll go through it again. Let me take a piss and then I'll go through it. I'll do a little run back. We'll go through it right. Has my list changed? I just kind of did Rangar. I'm trying Rangar out, Rangar Pounce. I think one of the things he does suffer from is not having a rush unit. If I had, and that just makes it kind of tough. Let's see. Just a second. Uno momento while I pull this up. To pull up library. Diane. Oh, it's right there at the top. All right, we're gonna go over. I'm gonna try it out for locals tomorrow. Yeah, so my deck list, it's kind of interesting. So Rangar pouncing, you can play him into a backline. He becomes a 6 when you drop him, which is really good. And he costs about the same as Pike. So only problems I see here is if you're going second and you don't draw your 2-drop, then you're kind of SOL. You know what? I have to something. Like with the new Dev Emperor's Dice is even better. Yes. Yeah, I think I might still do. Can you double conquer at 6 mana instead of you double conquer at 6 mana instead of 7? That is true. Is true. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's do my old deck because that's one of honestly. Let's see. Okay. So with Ike, we'll just go over it. My camera's in a. All right. So we have against Diana with my deck, what is really, really super effective against Diana? Okay. So, because I keep getting asked over and over and over what works against Diana. So I'm just going to go over it right now. And you have Challenge, Falling Star. This destroys Diana. This absolutely just completely wrecks Diana. Challenge is good because it's like it's kind of like a poor man's falling star. Punch first, honestly, you could probably just not even have this. But if we're going to game one, you obviously can't do a lot. I started running disposal order. So if I were to, I'm siding, right? I'm going to put in the disposal orders. By the way, I saw somebody playing this mid-range version of Rengar. I think your videos are making it popular. Sorry for the train. I live right next to a train, like literally right next to it. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, you know what? I had Imodium, you'll like this. I had a guy from Texas. He says that the guy who plays the best of Kazakhs goes there a lot, and Colin is like in the next city over or something like that. And he said that everyone out there plays mine and Ratchets. He said he's like you and Ratchet. Everyone likes your list so much better. And I was like, man, that's so cool. So okay, so let me start from the top. This is how your deck looks normally, right? And your key players here are going to be Falling Star is going to be your Akali Ledge is going to break Red Jin. No, I think he's going to be really good in that deck. I think Red Jin, Stellacorn, and haha, don't tell Sam. I know. Sam's great. He's a super nice guy though. I think he understandably, he's just like, it's a little slow. It just, the deck is like kind of deceptive, but when you start using it, you're kind of like, wait, this is kind of tough. And but I think, yes, let's see, I'm actually kind of really super excited for Akali. So you have, I'm just gonna go over this real quick. So you have Red Jin, right? You have Stella. You have Yasuo. You have Green Yasuo. Svelsonger. Oh my god. No. That's gonna be crazy. That's crazy with Svelsonger. That's pretty good. Um you have that new girl. Oh, where is she? Let's see. You got Lucian. You got Red Lucian. Yeah, Svelsonger with Red Jin and Akali. You got Lucian. And he's your 3-drop right here. And then you got, who else? You got Falling Star. Currently don't have Darius any sub. Yeah. Orange Rengar. So Darius is he's 5 on your curve. I would do this. I would do Orange Rengar. Wait, oop. Yeah, I would just play a 3rd Orange Rengar. I actually started playing 3 of these guys in my deck as well. That's another change that I made. Because I think he's just like stupid strong. You can also do this Rengar if you feel like it. The Rengar Unseen. And then you can do Yone if you feel really saucy, if you want to throw some sauce in there. And then I've just You can do. Yeah, I've been messing around with Dangerous Duo lately to hit Master Yi. Kind of wild. You can also do Varus, but the problem is the meta right now has a lot of Starcrossed. So it is what it is. You can have the Arena Kingpin. He's alright. But I would just kind of stick to either Darius, Orange Rengar, or Yone. If you feel like it, you could do Brynn, but I feel like Brynn isn't oppressive enough. It's just more like a tempo thing. What? What is this? When you play a card from face down, deal 2 damage to an enemy unit. It's 3. Legion, when you play me, give me +2 this turn. Play me, give you a +2. Oh, that's trippy, but it's gotta be Legion. Huh. Okay. That's fun. Yeah, you could do that. You could also go more low to the ground. Let's see. That's kind of a trip. Yeah, it's so fun that there's so many different variations of this Rengar deck. The you kind of don't want to go above 5 because this is where you're going to be hovering. You're going to be hovering between 6 to 8 runes. Constant. You could probably do. Probably do War Rig. No, not really. Don't listen to me. You Garrett? Um, Garrett's got kind of alright set. A misfortune plus again. I mean, you can try it. I thought about it. And if you wanted, actually, you could do more of a tempo thing. The thing is, Darius is just so strong. Yeah, I mean, that sounds really good. It's good for generating. Honestly, yeah, you can move Jin. The thing is that's where if you can move, because there's only 2 battlefields, so it's either back to base or whatever. So I mean, it could work. I wonder if it's worth trying. I would like to try it. Mitchell Follett, thank you for the subscription. I see it. You're the best. Just saw it right now. Okay. All right. I want to go through this real quick because I get a lot of questions about Diana. Sorry for anybody waiting, and then I'll probably turn this into a video too. Now, when you're fighting Diana, there's a couple key things. There is, wait, do I only have 2 ringers? I only have 2 ringers. Why do I only have 2 pit rickies? Is it to fit everything else in there? Anyway, so this is your best card, hands down, against Diana. But a lot of what makes Diana good, yeah, one should. Oh yeah, you're right. He's up here. Ah, that's why. Yeah, I can't even count. I can't even count my own deck. Now you have to play it in like such a weird way, and you kind of gotta like out control them, because one of the things with Diana is that they don't have any units on the board, and it's just kind of SOL. Diana wants to draw a bunch of cards, and there's two things in Diana's deck that make it extremely strong. So you have here, this is probably going to hold you back too a little bit, but Diana wants to go into a later game. Now, if I were to sideboard on this one, you're going to go, wait, no, you want to keep these. Probably want to put the disposal orders in here. This is a spice that I added. I dropped down one pit rookie from 9, so from 9-2 drops to 8 to add in an extra Rengar. And the reason I did that is because of the Jhin. The Jhin always provides a lot of energy for us, and this card is just so good. This card is just it's just good. It's just really, really good. It's high value. So you have that. You have Darius, and then I mean, and Yielding Spirit's going to work more for Ezreal because he's going to just completely throw damage on you. But you're really, really, really going to want to, Diana is not really throwing that kind of damage at you. Diana wants to control the board. If you can stick another Sabotage in there, that would be great. But I like to keep these challenges. A lot of what you can do is if you're going second, because you have a lot of 3 drops, you can throw that Sabotage in there. But really, 2 should be good. And then this looks good, right? So now, Emperor's Dice is kind of whatever for it. It works, but it can also kind of work against you. So I actually really like your best battlefield. Disposal is actually a nice tech in the meta, good against Figs, good against Mixologists, and so they can't bring Subtacting, good against Last Rites and Aurora. Yes, exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what I think. So, that's kind of why. That's Ratchet again. That's his mastermind. I had been thinking about it, but I hadn't seen anybody do it. And then when Ratchet told me he was going to do it, I was like, all right, you know what? I think it's worth trying. The only decks I've been having problems with lately have been like LeBlanc, and it's really nice to have more tech against it. And I think the reason Diana is so good is because Alon uses that deck and he's such a good player, and then people see a player like Alon who is a really extraordinary player, and then they want to mimic him. And this deck is good. But this deck is good because purple is so strong and bouncing is so strong versus just killing units. Now that actually should work in your favor because, hey bro, was it Ratchet that just made a YouTube channel? What's his name, please? I'll show you. So now bouncing is not not the end of the world. Let's see. Open. Go. Here's Ratchet's channel. Ratchet-Riftbound. Please follow him. Give him support. Tell him we want more videos. One a week is pretty good. Don't burn yourself out. And then that's it right there. Ratchetash Riftbound. So now the big issue is your best. I'll just go over the best battlefield here. It's going to be Star Spray. Oh yeah, thank you. Of course. Now, when we're going into Diana, let me pull up this. Go. They're probably going to do, it kind of depends. Are they going to do Raven Bloom? They'll probably do Abandoned Hole first. And it really all depends on who goes first, right? So now, if you have a hand like this is pretty terrible. you definitely want to keep any falling stars. You want to keep, you want the perfect hand is going to be uh, Fey Folk, Inferna, Jinn, and a falling star. That's going to be the perfect hand. And for this one, we got Inferno, right? So, let's see. And when you're going first, let's see. Let me just put this in at the top, at the bottom. Search. Go. And all right. So this is like the perfect hand. Thank you for your info and your time, of course. So this is like the perfect hand against Diana. A lot of times Diana's it'll prevent them from doing their turn 2 play. So you do something like this, right? Draw your turn. And then do Fey Folk. Then you pass, right? Then they'll do Diana. And they still have the 1 right here. And then they'll pass to you. So now right in here, a lot of times if you can't do anything, you can just develop with Jinn. But you're really going to want to come in here. You want to pull her into Star Spring. And then you want to sit here. And they get to choose whether they want to do their legend or not. No, I just have a different browser set up with no account. So I did the direct connect because I felt like this would be a lot better than having like a half a battlefield, just not like showing anything. So I just have another window open with oh yeah, I am fighting myself. That's kind of crazy. It's supposed to just be another window, but yeah, I just opened it on a different browser and then I did direct connect. So then here, we're going to come in here. We're going to trigger Star Spring. We're going to move this back. We're going to give this +1 from the Rengar Pride Stalker ability. And this will destroy Diana. Now, what they can do is they can stupefy it, but they should have no mana. So a lot of times Dianas will put this out there and they'll have no mana. They could do this, but pretty much the only options are stupefy or stack deck. In which case they'll stack deck, manage their cards, put them randomly, and then they'll be like, okay. They're like, all right, this goes to the trash. You go to 1, and then you don't have any mana to play anything, and a lot of times this is how your play is going to look. So you pass. So then here, a lot of times here, in the first game, they'll do this. I see this happen all the time. They're just going to go, all right, you know what? I'm fighting an aggro deck. I'm going to drop my Hwei, and then it doesn't matter how many points they get going. I'm just going to start cooking. And then go pass. And then come here. And then this is where this comes in. These are all for this guy. Every single time you see him, you either want to do the falling star on him. I'm just kind of speeding through it. Yeah, if there is also the fact that they don't have. All right. I'll play this differently. Let's see. I mean, honestly, you would be surprised. You would be surprised. Because the thing is, too, if I move the Hwei in, if I move the Hawaiian, he still gets the trigger, so he draws. And then he can discard. And then he can make it an 8. So the thing is, I don't really want to move the Hawaii, but let's say you're right. Yeah, because they'll do it anyway. They'll do it anyway, or they'll do it to try to like just spook you or something like that. What does he do? Draw one already. Give me +3. Because if he, right, say, let's say I move, um, let's say I move the Hawaiian. This is if I move the Hawaiian to here or here, right? Let's say I move him. Let's say I move him into here. I'm greedy, right? He comes in here. He draws, and then he discards in 8. Now, even if I play my Rangar, I'm going to lose my Rangar at the same time. So I guess that's okay. I think you're right about that. Let me rewind that. Let me start this over. Yeah. They would still play Hawaii anyway. Let's see. Go mulligan. Go. This looks good. So a lot of times you'll see usually do Fate Folk Pass, right? Sit there and they'll be like, kind of depends. They'll either do this is not a good hand. This is not a good hand. I think a lot of times it'll be merchant. Then they'll pass, right? And then, goddamn, this is disposal order. Let's see. Let me set this up. Sorry guys for the wonkiness. I want to get my perfect hand. That's where everything. That's where it all is. Inku is good. I'm actually going to keep these because this will be good for the demonstration, right? So I come in here. I target him. A lot of times they'll go that there. They'll hit a gust, right? So now this will still go on the stack. And then a lot of times you'll still hit with gust, right? That's how you play against that kind of play. Now what they can do, from here they can't really do anything. But now if they wanted to, a lot of times they won't see it. Oh yeah, Star Spring does save it against Gus. You're right. I forget that Gus is at a battlefield. Yeah, so you'll sit there and you're so that's a lot of the interactions that you actually want to do. Sorry, it's getting really late for me, guys. I'm hanging in there. And then from there, so you'll always have these like 2 extra runes up, and you'll pass. Then from here, they'll maybe hit the So from here, probably hit the Raven Bloom, and really not much you can do. Now, if he taps out, that's really hit the Raven Bloom, save the smoke screen. I really don't know how to play Diana, but this is why I don't like those decks. Go to 2. You can let me set up a Vex situation. Let's say they play Vex, right? Now from here, they have 1 mana open. You can bring Vex in. You can still bring him into Star Spring, right? You'll pay the deflect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put this on the chain. Bring Rengar in. And then Vex will have to come anyway. Exactly, yeah. So that gets a little dangerous. At which point, but you still want to you can honestly just keep using Star Spring with the Irresistible Fatefolk over and over and over. Now, when I finally get my Jin out, what I'll do here is I'll use my power to hide him so that when they do come in and they want to do something crazy, like let's say they'll play stack deck, then they'll play smoke screen, stack deck, smoke screen. Then they'll come in, and then you can flip the Jin, make him a 5, bring the Jin back. Now, if they have a Vex on the battlefield already, let's say and they're tapped out, right? Can be a little loosey goosey. Say they're tapped out. Even if you have something like Fatefolk or Inferno or something like that. Problem is starting with Fae. Yeah, if they start with Fatefolk. You died. Let's see. Rengar Lucian is much better. Yeah, I actually really want to make a Lucian deck with this sort of tech. I really love what he could do. Do Abandoned Hall though. And then here. Student. Now here. You're going to want to do Mike. Don't fall for the pack. The trap. Rengar's best red orange deck. I think so too. And then this point, you'll hit a bring this guy in. And then pretty much just kill him, right? He's gone. Leave the mana up. Boom, come in here. You can actually even from here. Oh, you can't. Hey, you can come in here. Let's see. No, that doesn't work. Damn, this deck is kind of strong. Velusian, a faithful equipped with Doran's attack before my assault will play enemy in Chef's Kiss. I actually love that. I actually love that a lot. Come in here. This is my my personal chef's kiss, right? Let's say they have something like this going on, right? And you have, let's see, where is it? Where? Oh no, this is why you need to punch first. I forgot this is why you need to punch first. I'm so tired. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see. So don't swap out the punch first. You can't do that. I'm really I'm having some technical. And then let's say it's like, oop, I still didn't pull the. Turn 1, Faithful. Turn 2, Pit Rookie. Another unit phase attacking for developing bodies. Yeah, I kind of prefer. Um, kind of prefer. Continue. The one. And then let's say they do something like, let's say they have the Vex here, right? Let's develop a little bit. You'll conquer turn 1, right? And tank, right? So you'll have Jin developed in here. And then let's say they have a Vex. They'll be like, all right, you know what? I want to bring. Like, I'll pay the deflect cost, and I'll bring Jin in. Flip Pike. Bigger Star Spring. Give Jin +1. Jin moves back. You get 1/1, right? And then this will move in. Get 1/1 again. And then from here, and then it'll go -2, right? Now it's a 4/3. And then this will be 5. And then you can use this 2 mana Play punch first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. +1 for abandoned hole to 9. And then, I mean, you could probably smoke screen at this point. If they want to win this trade, smoke screen will bring it up to 6, but they have to discard another 2 runes. 3, 4. And that's still a win in my book. Because then they have to pass. Then they have to pass. And you're like, all right, well, I guess I'll just wing in with everything. Boom. So, and that situation is played out quite a bit. A lot of times it's with the Diana, right? A lot of times it's with the Diana. They'll come in with Diana. They'll use their ability. Reveal, take it to hand. 1, 2, 3. They'll play Moonfall. They'll target the Jinn. You flip the Jinn. 1 and 1. And even though Jinn is 3 to 4, even though it's 3 to 4, right? You could play punch first, but I've also done it to where I've done Thrill the Hunt, and I just replayed it. So now he's a 5, 6, just to win the trade. But really, ideally, you probably want to do punch first, make him a 9, even if they do smokescreen. It's still a trade. And they still have to discard you. So it's kind of tech like that. That's kind of what I would do. And then a lot of it really is, yeah, challenge is really good too. So if they got, so the thing is, you're like developed in the base, right? I think using both of these, they have like a way. Played a way, tapped out. But they got 2 mana up, right? So you got a pike just chilling there. And you'll come in with Jin. No, you don't even have to do that. You'll hit them with the falling star. Like right here, I would just hit him with the falling. And I knock this guy out so they don't get any draw. And you don't have to deal with it because it's slow speed. Then you'll come in here. I'll be like, all right, you got it. And you tap 1. And you play the challenge. Boom. Now, if they want to stupefy, and I've had them do this. There's no stupefy in this deck. I've had them go like, all right, well, I'll stupefy. They have to pay the cost so they can win, right? You're like, all right, well, I'll play Inferno and bring them up to 3 to make it a trade. And they've already spent so many runes. Oh yeah, challenge is +1 for the battle. So now you can just win the trade. Wild Hero Stream. What are your thoughts on non-Jin Rengar decks? Have you tried compare the win percentage matchup differences between those two? I mean, Jin plus Falling Star versus standard Sam Sherman, etc. All right, so the reason I don't run Sam's deck is because I'm a firm believer in that playing the deck that suits you. And Sam's deck, while I think it's very good, I personally had trouble with it because I was missing out on a lot of the control for the backline. Because when you're running those aggro decks, I found out people just kind of develop in the backline. And I just really, really, really favor having the Falling Star to destroy the backline. Falling Star takes care of Diana. It can take care of a Diana and a it can take care of a Diana in the back line. It can take care of an Akshan. Like it can take care of a Kaisa. It could take care of a Hue. It could take care of a Stellacorn. It could take care of anything. You know, a lot of times, you know, if they have like Fizz and Diana in the back line, just Falling Star both of them. Like, all right, well, I'll just Falling Star both of them. You know, if they have you completely eliminating their backline because they'll just build up in the backline because with Samsec there's more there's only 3 spells that run that can hit the backline, which is the challenges, and one of them's in the sideboard. Strategic. Oh my god, where have you been? How are you doing, Daryl? That's crazy. What's going on, dude? Man, I was thinking about you today too. Man, I hope you've been doing good. Got laid off? No, I figured that was much. Life is life is lifting. Life is lifing. I won't complain, fam. Yeah, for sure. Um, yeah. So, um, I are you talking about Origins the reprint or Origins like the actual boosters? Or are you talking about are you talking about the Origin stamp promos? Because I found like there was a huge spike in interest because I collect those. And I've been trying to get play sets of everything, but I saw them jump up. And then Wild Hero stream. I think it depends on what you want to do. If you want more control, do the Jin. I like Jin because he compensates for all the high power costs for all those good cards. People have been calling the store for Origins just super random. Yeah, there should be a reprint. I've seen a few people with the reprints on hand ready to go. And they were selling boosters. So I think the reprints are out for sure. You know, there's a lot of interest with yeah, because I think that there is a resurgence. The thing is with Origins is people need cards from there. And I think people just like Origins because it's Origins. There's meta cards in it. There's meta cards in it. You know, you have Watcher, you have cards you can't get, Kaisa. Might want to get back in the game during Vendetta. Kind of want to rock Akali. Yeah, we've been talking about Akali. I think Akali's going to be pretty good. You can always play online up on TCG Player to see if you like it. Not Akali yet. Do you win with Yi with your deck? Yes, I do. I do win. I actually just fought a Yi earlier in the stream, and it was pretty tough. Yi also works really well with the expense of let's see. The reason I like Jin is because in order to do anything with him, you have the deflect right there. And, you know, if you just have Jin, right? You can play, he's at 4. He's a 4 for 4. You can play Kinku, use the legend to bump him up to 5. And that qualifies as the draw. So he just kind of fits in the deck really well. And I can see him fitting in Lucian as well. But against Yi, it's you just got to kind of play around the Rengars and the disciplines. So if they have discipline, with like a Yi. The thing is with Yi, actually, let's see. Discipline. Set this. Set this. Right. So if they have like Yi at a battlefield, and let's say you swing in, I added 3 Fioras to my sideboard against Yi, and it's doing wonders. Fiora? Really? The orange Fiora? These ones? Really? Oh. Whoa, that's kind of trippy. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Yeah, because you could pump her too. You have her out. Turn 2, 10 might. That's crazy. Yeah, with like Pit Rookie. Turn 2, 10 might. You have 10 might? Oh, because of the 2/2 drops. I see, yeah. But you can come in. So you have Jin, right? 1 and 1. And you're like, all right, well, I will use punch first. Do let's say it's like this. Let's say you play Folk. Bring them up to 5. Come in here. You got 1 and 1. So you already are using this mana. Bring him up to 10, right? He is at a 6. With the with the legend ability, and then he'll play punch, and he'll he's like, all right, well, I'll do that, and then be like, all right, well, I will actually roll the hunt into the other battlefield and make you waste it. So it's like a ghost swing. And you can go first mate in Fiora. Yeah, I don't use Fiora or first mate, but that would be really good. I think it's really, really, really strong. It's really, really, really strong. I like the idea. I just don't know what I would put in for this. I don't know what I would fit in because you have Nidalee, you have actions, and if you don't have, it just depends. But in my locals, there's a lot of Diana. There's a lot of Yi. There's a lot of Victors. Diana, Yi, Victors, and Aurelius. And then every so often there's a what's it called? Aurora. Yeah, if you want to send it to me on Twitter, I'll take a look at it. I'll pull it up right now. Yeah, let me take a look. You have Discord? You can send it to me on Twitch if you want. I do have Discord. If you want to whisper me on Twitch, I think that's easiest. I'll send it later. Yeah, you can. You can just find me HazmatGG on Discord. Same thing, hazmat.gg. And then but yeah, that's kind of how. I think that was a little sloppy explanation. Let's see if I can a Diana, and I'll show you. Or a Yi. It's at like the worst matchup. Let's see. Go. Let's do. Let's do. Yeah, let's do Pit Rookie. I think it's pretty strong. Ratchet. Cynthia. Go. Die Bopper. Die Bopper. That next. Here. Two. Let's just go willy-nilly. Be silly. And then All right, one Rangar, Pride Stalker, Hunter, or Spring. Hmm. I can make him waste it. Yeah, 6, 5, 6, 7. Let's test me nude. I think Nidalee's better than first mate. Like a cheeky first mate faithful. There's a reason mate isn't on my list anymore. I think I got 2. Ringer plays a, might love it. Five, huh? Gonna be 4. Okay. How tricky. Thank you for the sub, Ratchet. And the resub. Dang. No. You want to come back here? Multicolor again. 7. See it. Let me know. Yeah, 2 months already. What? Oh man, I'm getting cooked. Can't believe that guy gets up to 7. Hit me with the first mate. Let's see. He doesn't have to first mate. Go. He could have won there. No, because he doesn't have it. He doesn't have to punch first. Go. Oh, 6. Seven. 10. 8. That legend screws me there. Yeah. Yeah. GG. GG. Everyone's playing way more set these. And I fucking hate fighting. Oh, this is a matchup that I enjoy. I still hate fighting it. Right, fine. Oh, lay down. You weirdo. All right, go. Star Spring is our best bet here. He's got Rockfall. That's fine. So they can't play anything. Yeah, that's what I tried to do, but I just didn't do it. I just didn't do it. The Pike better than the Kinku? I think that. Why? The dice would have been better first game. Yeah, I think you're right. All a week. Ugh. Yeah. I forget that he even has that card. That's such a bummer. Yeah, I think you're right. I think if he does call, I'll just stack Pike. It'll be worth it. Might be the last one for me, guys. There it is. Sprite fountain. Even worse, yucky. Gonna triple stupefy me. Oh God, come on, Victor player. Think magic. Six. Hmm. Oh, no. Another eclipse? 5, 6. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. And I will do... You put +1 on ringer there, he would have lived. Yeah. I didn't think about it. I know, but that's how I would have played it. Three. Um, let's do hit Ricky. Oh, this is gonna be nice. Off pike. Wages. Hit. It'll be fine. Yeah, that is where Red Rango shines. Go to 4. Ambush. Okay. Hide a card. Oh. I was still tapped out. I didn't have enough room for that. Out. I can just go in there with Apothecary, huh? Three. 5. Yeah, you're all back with some healthy salad. I'm proud of you, son. Uh-huh. I haven't been above like 4 runes this entire match. I know. I'm making him sweat for it, dude. He's sitting there like, how is this guy doing this? He tapped out? Did you literally just tap out? Don't recycle this time? Maybe you do. Yeah. Go to 6. Goes in, was in, he's bad. Yeah. Yeah. That was not very smart. Can't go over to 7. D. I think you're right. Go to 7, develop and draw. The develop and base? Just gifted you a gin, yeah. I have a plan. I think if I go here, and then I'll just pass. And then I'll wait for him, so I have the apothecary on hand. Boom. Just like that. 3. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna try to top deck me. Four. Yeah, you got it. Interesting. Only got 1 mana open. Oh, bro, I'm off the bed. I'm tired. I gotta get up early. Yeah, I'm gonna call it from here. Sure. This is 5, right? If I come in here, what time is it there? It's almost 4. It's like 4 minutes away from 4. Uh, GG. That's how you do it. Want to do a game 2? Okay. We'll do a game 2. Bias. First mate. Yeah, it is late. Get a little tired, monsieur. I'm tired, boss. Let's go. Hey, folk. I should have ditched this. Let's see how this goes. Ah, it's gonna have to burn one of his coal. Yeah, it's see. And I can throw there and then right. Five, huh? Actually, I do want to. Then yep, yep, yep. Pretty standard. Oh, maybe told me. Oh, did Sam? He thinks that it's in the video. He thinks that the gin is pretty slow. I showed him the thing, and he was like, I kind of see what you're going for. Like, it's all right. And I was like, that's fair. He's like, I just don't really see this. He's like, I think it's way too slow. And I think you got an ad. Okay. Chakram. Hmm. Yeah, he just says it's too slow. Did he tell you anything else? Not particularly. If he has a cold a week, then would he still play Falling Star without Jin? No, he doesn't like Falling Star. He doesn't like having Punch first and Falling. Let's go. GG. E3. All right. First, have to do the unyielding. Ugh. Oh, yeah, that's all right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's always like this with Victor. Fitting weight. Oh, I can just bring this in for with fitting weight. Do I really need to do it? That's 4. Of 5 next turn. Do that. Go. Where it gets tricky. Let's be conservative. Yeah, he doesn't really want to. He's not a super good fan of the deck, per se. Go. 4, 5, and I come in there. I can get an extra card draw, but I don't really need one right now. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Put this in here. The 3. Put the Fae Folk down. And then you should beat him with it and make him reconsider your thoughts. Yeah. Oh, I should beat Sam with it? Bye. Ooh. Yeah, I think my deck could take Sam's deck because the Falling Stars. Yeah, so he'll be a fan of the deck too. Yeah. Huh. Hmm. 7. Go 2, 3, and then 4, right? 3, and then 4. Can do an unyielding. Build Jinjiao next turn, huh? It's 5. Ah, yep. See? So now what I can do, I can smash this with a punch first. Two. let him singularity us. In plus punch, how do you? It's because you have to take a turn to develop the Jin, and it sets you back one, which, you know, I. Six. Is he gonna bellows breath me? Okay. Hmm. Let's go. He's got the chocolate gin. Survive. I should have played it in there. I got greedy. I think I threw. Should have just fortified the base. Oh, he's doing something. I think I threw this one, guys. Sorry. Seven. Let's go, man. Win this. Yeah. One, two, more. Better off with doing three. I think I should bring in. I know he's got the Chakra Dancer. He loves that card. Come in here. Bring that guy in here. Come on, spend that Vi. He's got a Vi. Okay. Do Faithful. Thank you, Bracken. No one ever lets the Nidalee live. Watcher. I mean, it's such a good card. Yep. Ooh. GG. Oh, finally. I hate fighting control decks. It always takes forever. Oh, what a tight one. What a tight one, guys. All right, all right. I really have to call it. I have to take the dog out and I have to go pee and I have to go to bed. So I will see you guys later. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for all the viewership. And I hope you guys have a really nice one. We were on for 3.5 hours today, so that's a pretty good time. I will be doing this again tomorrow, same time. I hope you all have a really rad day, and everyone, I hope you win lots of skirmishes, and you know, Rengar's the best, hands down. GG Imodium. Thanks for entertaining my babble about the versus Diana stuff earlier. So, but I'll see you guys later.